Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga from the Marion Family YMCA in Marion, Ohio. I'm Valerie Wigton and I am a certified yoga fit instructor. I have been providing chair yoga classes at the Marion Family YMCA for almost 3 years now, and it's wonderful that you have found us here. And I'd like to go ahead and get started with our chair yoga class. It'll be about 30 minutes or so. And want to remind you to have a straight chair with no arms. This is a chair from my dining room downstairs, and no arms on the chair because we need to have room for the arms, our own arms, to have ability to move. And also we want the chair to be a flat chair that, okay. It's better to have one without cushion, although if you only have a chair with a little bit of cushion, that's fine too. But want to welcome you in. If you've never done yoga before, this is a great place to start. And I'll go ahead and be very specific about what we do, try and speak very positively throughout the class. Yoga has been a godsend for me, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The more we practice yoga, I believe the more we get out of it, just like anything. So I invite you to follow along, do the best you can, and we'll go ahead and get started. If you'd like to have some music playing in the background, that's perfectly fine. And also, it should be a nice, quiet place so that you can focus on listening to the breath. That's so important in any yoga class, is our breathing. And I'll try to help us with that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to invite you to sit back in our chairs, and we're going to just start to breathe. We want to have that nice tall spine if possible. The hands can be face up or down on the thighs. And for just a few moments, we'll breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose, bringing in fresh oxygen in those lungs to expand the lungs, and then breathing out through the nose to release all of that carbon dioxide from the breath, anything else that we don't want in the body. It's a good time also to now take an inventory of the body. Is there any place that may be causing a little bit of extra concern, like a shoulder, an arm or elbow, a knee? Just be aware of that and imagine the breath going to that area and bringing nice strength and oxygen there. Continue to breathe now, in through the nose and out through the nose. Take your mind to a place that's beautiful. Maybe it's a real place you've been to. Maybe it's somewhere you're imagining. Maybe it's your backyard or a field that you pass by. In through the nose and out through the nose, breathing in and exhaling. And normally we take about 5 minutes for that opening breath sequence. So if you want to pause and continue with that sequence, but for the purpose of time today, I'm going to go ahead and get started with our chair yoga practice. The first thing we're going to do is our lateral flexion, where we raise one arm and the other arm goes down, reaches down beside the chair. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, raise that arm. Wherever the arm goes, perhaps we're right here today, that's perfectly fine. No problem. Do what you can. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, And exhaling down. 2 more each side. Working activity into the arms. And let's bring those hands back to heart center or prayer position. Beautiful. And now we're going to continue with our mini sun salutation, where we inhale and look up, taking the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down and around and back to heart center. Beautiful. The Surya Namaskar in the language of Sanskrit, which is the language of yoga, which originated in India over 5,000 years ago. Beautiful. Back to the heart. The Western world is exploding with yoga videos all over YouTube, and it's a good thing. Keep inhaling up, exhaling down. See how you can do yoga in the chair. Beautiful. Exhaling, bringing the arms down and around. Inhale, look up. Tracing the sun, doing what you can. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. And exhale. Beautiful. And now we're going to take our arms out to the side. But first, we're going to roll our shoulders up, back, and down. And I'm going to invite you to move up just a little bit in our chair. Moving up just a little bit. Our feet now are about hip width apart. Okay, hip width apart. Take a look down and make sure the knees and the ankles are in alignment, okay? We want to make sure we do not put undue pressure on the knees, a very important part of the body. So those knees and ankles are in alignment. My hands are at heart center. I'm going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down 1 time. Nice. And now I'm going to invite us to take our arms out to the side, okay? However far we are able to go, see that arm is straight out from the side. Good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to inhale here with our head at center. Inhale. Exhale, turning the head to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come back to the other side, turning the head. Very gently rotate the head to center. Inhale. And exhale it out. Inhale, the head turns to center. Exhale, arms out. At any time, you can release the arms down. Exhale, turning the head, looking out over those fingers. Inhale, back to center. And exhale out the other side. Good. Let's bring our hands back to heart center. We're going to move into the cat-cow pose, where we round the spine like a cat as we exhale, and we inhale and let the belly come forward like a cow that's mooing. But you don't have to make the animal sounds. All right, let's breathe. Inhale. Exhale into cat. Round that spine. Push the spine back. Inhale into cat. Cow. Ah, this is cow, yes. Tummy comes forward. Inhale. Exhale into cat. Pushing that spine back. And then into cow. Tummy comes forward. Inhaling. And exhaling. Round the spine. Press those feet down if you wish. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Really push those feet down, round the spine, and come back to heart center. Beautiful. What we're going to do now is adding some activity to the hip flexor area where the legs meet the torso. Okay, legs meet the torso. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to turn my chair sideways, and we want to be sitting in our chair. You can keep looking forward where you were. We want to have a nice tall spine, and I'm going to invite you to move up, slide the body forward just a little bit on the chair if you wish. Widen the knees out just a little bit, okay? Widen the knees out. And also the feet are a little bit wider than hip distance. Knees and ankles are still in alignment, so nice and tall. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our heart forward, okay? bring our heart forward versus bending from the waist, okay, like we did in cat, okay, bending from the waist. What we want to do now is bring the heart forward while the arms go back. And exhale, inhale, where we started, beautiful, and exhale, bring the heart forward, going as far as you can. Inhale, come up, and exhale, fold forward. We don't need to bow the head. We want to avoid bowing the head. We want to make sure the head is always above the heart to protect our blood pressure. Remember, at any time, if we do become lightheaded, sit back, take a few breaths, and then rejoin. Exhale forward. Inhale, coming back up. Now, if you want to strengthen the legs, you can as well. Exhale, fold, and come back up. And two more. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Nice tall spine. And exhale, arms reach back. And come back up. And now what we're going to do is we are going to add the mini sun salutation to that pose that we just completed. So this will be a full sun salutation, okay? So we're on our chairs, we're sitting up nice and tall, feet are hip width apart, and we're going to add the arms. We inhale, look up, and we fold forward, exhaling, and come back up. So we inhale, trace the sun, and fold. Come back up. Strengthen the thighs if you wish. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. And again, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Strengthen those thighs if you want to add extra body parts to the pose. Exhale, fold with that nice flat back. Back to heart center. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. All right. We're going to come back around. Go ahead, take a drink if you wish. Always important to have water. I also forgot to mention that our Silver Sneakers yoga classes are shoe friendly. So keep those shoes on. They do help us balance in our chairs nice and evenly. And so keep those shoes on and always be dressed in something comfortable that allows us to move as well. So I'd like to add now our crescent pose. So you see I've raised my arms. Now what happens normally when we raise our arms is we do this. I've got to reach way up. We don't need to reach way up. What we do need to do is roll the shoulders up, back, and down one time versus this stretch. So my hands, you can see my hands as I lean back. Don't lean back though, they're nice and straight, reaching up toward the ceiling. Now remember, the alternate pose is to have the arms here. If this is where the arms are going today, bless you, that's beautiful. Make those arms nice and strong here. Okay, reaching the arms up. And what we're going to do now is we are going to keep the arms where they are, and we're going to stretch the torso, okay, this part of the body. Try to keep the arms where they are, exhaling to the side. Looks like a little crescent moon. Inhale, come back up, and exhale to the other side. Now I have to breathe through my mouth sometimes because I'm talking. All right, sideways, inhale. Make sure those shoulders are not reaching up. Exhale. Good. Nice crescent moon pose. Inhale. And exhale to the other side. Nice stretch of the torso. Inhale. And last one, each side. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Beautiful. You are beautiful yogis, and bring those arms nice and wide. Now we're going to reach the arms down. Reach the arms down as if there's something really important down there. All right, really important, like a piece of chocolate. Oh my goodness, yes. Keep breathing. Reach the arms down. Strengthen the thighs as well. Exhale, reach down, strengthen the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, reach down. And we'll relax and bring our hands back to heart center. What we're going to do now is another torso twist as we are seated. So we kind of did that with our crescent moon here. It's not really a twist though. This is more of a stretch. And again, as we do that pose, if at all possible, keep the arms where they are versus letting them widen out. Okay, but we already did that. So let's move on to our torso twist. So what we want to do is turn sideways. Follow me, turning sideways. Okay, in our chair. In our chair, we're sideways. So we still have that nice tall spine. I hope you can see. Trying to have a nice tall spine sitting up, okay? I do this a lot to remind myself that spine needs to be tall. My head and neck remain right here. We don't need to worry about turning our head as we do this torso twist. The head and neck follow along. So here we go. Right here, we're going to inhale and exhale, twisting our spine toward the back of the chair. Inhale, come around to starting pose. Exhale, twist toward the back of the chair, using the back of the chair to twist the torso. A beautiful pose for all of these internal organs. Exhale, twist, bringing fresh oxygen, fresh blood to those organs. Inhale, come back around, and exhale, twist. Now here, we're going to hold the pose, but not our breath. So take an inhale, and exhale, can we twist a little more? Inhale, come back around, and now on to the other side. All right, hello. Come to the other side of the chair, okay? So again, that nice tall spine, and we're sitting up nice and tall. Make sure those ankles and knees are in alignment. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, and that torso twist, twisting the other way now. Inhale, come back around, and exhale, twist that torso. So important. Inhale, and exhale. Hold the pose here, but not our breath. Inhale. Exhale, can we twist a little bit more? And then inhale and come around to the front. You'll see me doing this a lot. And hands at heart center or in prayer position. This reminds me, I think, and it reminds all of us to, as we're seated, when we're seated, whether we're having breakfast or eating lunch, or even at times, if we're in our favorite chair watching TV, take a moment and think about, how am I sitting? Okay, am I like this? Okay, just sit like that for a moment. Just chill. What happens to those shoulders? They round forward. What we want to do is every now and then, if we can just sit up nice and tall, roll those shoulders back. Okay, we're opening, expanding our chest open so that air can get into these lungs, filling the diaphragm, filling the area here to breathe deeper, right? And exhale. And we all know that when we're on our technology, we have our cell phone, we have our iPads, we have our computer. How do we sit? Okay, it's just a natural progression that those shoulders come forward. Ask yourself, can I sit up a little taller? You're going to breathe a little bit deeper, and I guarantee you're going to feel a little bit better. All right, enough preaching. Let's move on to our hip flexor area. The hip flexor area is the area where the legs meet the torso, okay? So I like take our hands, place the thumbs on the outside of our legs, follow the legs up, and right here is where my hip flexors are located, those beautiful muscles that connect my legs to my torso, allowing me to walk up and down the steps, allowing me to walk, allowing me to hopefully chase after my grandchild when I can see him again. So very important that we have strong hip flexor muscles. So I invite you now, take those hands, let them slide up the legs, right, to where they meet the torso. Now roll our shoulders up, back, and down. Okay, one time, and I want us to take our elbows back versus here. What happens? Leaning forward. Take the elbows back. Now widen our feet out a little bit, okay? And we're going to do that forward fold again, where we come forward with the heart. Good. Keep those shoulders back. My head is up, you see. We don't let that head come down and take a bow. Exhale, come forward into folding, and two more. Exhale, fold, keeping the shoulders back. And last one. And exhale. Nice. Okay, good. And come back up. All right, so now we're aware where those hip flexors are. Okay, I want us to bring the feet back in to hip width apart, not close together, but hip width apart. And I'm going to invite us now to have our arms at our side, okay? Have our arms at our side with the fingers reaching down toward the floor, okay? What I'm going to do is have us come up in our chair a little bit, okay? Slide up in your chair a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen that right leg, okay? Make it tight right now. Strengthen just the right leg on an exhale and release it, okay? Now strengthen the left leg. Tighten that left leg, those thigh muscles, and reach the hands down. Now the right. Strengthen the right. And now the left. Inhale, release, and strengthen both legs now. And release on an inhale. Exhale, strengthen both thighs. Reach the hands down. Press down again. And release. Okay, now what we're going to do as we strengthen one leg at a time, okay, keeping that leg nice and tight, okay, my hand goes into a fist because the leg is nice and strong. We want to, what I call, lift from the upper part of the thigh, okay? We don't want to kick out, kicking out, no. Okay, what we want to do is pretend like that side of the floor is raising. As we raise and strengthen the thigh, the foot remains flat on the floor. It's actually not on the floor. It will come up if we can raise that foot up just about an inch. So it's a tiny little pose. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms reaching down. Exhale, strengthen and lift that leg a tiny little bit. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, strengthen that thigh. The foot comes off the ground. My foot is flat. Inhale, set down. You'll begin to feel that up in the hip flexor. Exhale, strengthen that thigh. Reach the arms down. Inhale, set down. One more. Exhale, strengthen and lift. Inhale, set down. Beautiful. And now the other leg. Okay, so we work both parts of the body. So arms are at my side. Inhale. Exhale, strengthen and lift that leg. It comes up about an inch from the floor. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, strengthen and lift. Inhale, set down. Exhale, strengthen and lift. Even my foot is straight and strong. Inhale, set down. And exhale, strengthen and lift. And inhale, sit down. Beautiful. And now what we're going to do is we are going to do a little bit of work on the legs. I will try to sit so that you can see this. So what I want us to do is come up just a little bit in our chair. We have that nice tall spine. Let's start with the right leg. So what I'm doing now is I'm stretching my leg out, but I have a little bend here, a little bend in that knee, okay? The heel is on the floor. I'm resting the heel on the floor. And again, we have to come up just a little bit. Remember, we all have different lengths of legs, okay? So make sure that foot is nice and stable and steady. My toes are pointing up toward the heavens, right? Up toward the sky. My other leg is nice and straight and strong. And what I'm going to do here, as I'm reaching down with my arms, I'm going to push through that heel. Okay, push through that heel. Maybe it's raised off the floor, maybe not. And then inhale and set that down, okay? Exhale, push through the heel, keeping a slight bend in the knee. Inhale, set that down. Exhale, pushing through the heel. Inhale, set down, and one more. Exhale, push through that heel. And inhale, set that down. And now the foot comes beside my other one. I like to tap it out. Good, tap it out. And now for my other leg, okay? Other leg, the leg comes forward. I have to scoot up just a little bit there. Now remember that knee is slightly bent, a little baby bend in the knee. The heel is on the floor with my foot up toward the sky. Okay, so let's sit up nice and tall in our chair, arms at our side. Inhale, exhale, push through the heel, and inhale, set it down. Exhale, push through that heel, maybe raise the leg up a little bit, and inhale, set down. You're going to feel it right up there in that hip flexor. Exhale, push through that foot, and inhale, set down. Exhale, push through the foot, and inhale, set down. Beautiful. Place the foot hip width apart, tap it out a moment, and we're going to finish our yoga practice with some sun salutations. So I'm going to widen my feet out. Okay, we've done these already. We inhale, look up. We exhale and fold. Inhale, come back up. Try not to let the head bow. Exhale, widen those arms. Bring them down by the feet as we fold. Back to heart center. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Back to heart center. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. And now we've finished our chair yoga practice, but not quite. We're going to now go into our Savasana pose, which is the way to allow the body to absorb what we've taken in over the last 25 minutes or so. It's a quiet time, the way we started our yoga practice. We take our mind to a place of calm and peace, something that's beautiful, real or imagined. Allow ourselves to sit back now on our chair. If it's comfortable for us, we close the eyes or lower our gaze, and we just return to our normal breathing, but still in through the nose and out through the nose at a normal pace that's right for you. to have my hands facing up on my thighs, just comfortable and relaxed. What do you hear in this place, your place of peace? Is it birds chirping? Waves rolling in and out? Wheat fields slowly moving back and forth? Before I say goodbye, we'll finish our yoga practice with our one word, namaste, and a slight little bow. Namaste means I see the good in you, or I respect you, and you see the good in me. What a beautiful greeting that we can use with our social or physical distancing. It is a word that is used by those of Indian heritage and many other cultures without touching the other individual. So let's close with namaste. And you repeat back to me, namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for respecting your body, doing what's good for your physical body, your heart, your soul, and your spirit. Blessings to you.